Hello!
Hello, everybody!
Oh my gosh. We just got done watching Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
The Goblet.
Yes, and as you can tell, watching Harry Potter really changes a person.
It does. I don't know what's happening. But stuff keeps appearing out of nowhere.
Oh my gosh.
I have Mordor's map.
You're slowly looking more and more like you could be a student at Hogwarts.
That's maybe what's happening. I don't know. Am I going to Hogwarts?
Oh my gosh. I can't wait.
Who am I going to be?
I don't know.
Interesting. Well, we shall wait and see.
Yes.
It's my best accent at this point.
It's not bad. It's a little Cockney. Yeah. Jeez.
It is. I think because I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Right?
So, geez, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Number 4.
This one was a long one.
Yeah.
What was it, like 3 hours?
Yeah, close.
257, something like that. And it was a lot.
Yeah, it's
So for all of you guys that know, like I'm taking notes on each Harry Potter that we're watching. And like I can't keep up because there's so much.
and it all happens. It's like,
And this one was like like a lot.
yeah.
So yeah, where do you want to start?
Jeez, I don't know. I mean, what do you have for the, like, overall, I guess, what did you think of it? It's heavy, yes. Did you like it or not like it?
Okay, it gave me a bit of a Hunger Games-esque,
Yes.
I believe I wrote down.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge fan of Hunger Games.
Okay.
Like, eat themselves pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Fight to the finish.
Yeah, and like people are watching, like, clapping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, like, we're clapping for these people to potentially die.
Yeah.
That's the part that
potentially, but not the goal.
Well,
you
that's
know?
the part that I don't.
Yeah. It's
appreciate.
like, you could die,
Yeah.
but hopefully not.
So I start out with, my note was all the bad guys. I can't remember back. I mean, it's been
Yeah.
like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So why did I put that? Does it start with a bunch of bad guys? It must.
I mean, it opens up again. Oh, they're waking
I know.
up. They're waking up out at the Weasleys,
The Weasleys.
and then they get on the boot, which is a port key.
Yes.
You also are introduced to Robert Pattinson's character,
Edward.
Cedric Diggory,
Okay, yeah.
and his father, and they all go to the Quidditch World Cup.
Oh, yes.
So they
the World
watch
Cup.
the big Quidditch match.
So the first thing that I saw when I saw Robert Pattinson was Edward Cullen. I mean, because you guys got to realize that I'm watching this in 2023.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of Twilight, which is an odd.
It's really weird that you like Twilight, but none of the other ones.
So I understand that you guys know him as
Cedric
Diggory,
Yep.
but I know him as Edward Cullen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So either way, he's pretty, just not as shiny.
Not as
so,
shiny.
yes, you're right. They go to the Quidditch World Cup.
Yeah. And obviously you see the Malfoys again, still being douches as ever. Right away, right off the bat. Talking smack to Harry and his friends and the Weasleys and everyone. But yeah, the Quidditch match happens. And then...
Okay, I do gotta say, when I first heard Ron's voice, I'm like,
yeah.
Whoa,
Whoa,
Ron.
What happened?
Yeah.
Mr. Weasley.
Anyways. And I did have a random question before we get into this. Did Harry have a wig on? It was like one moment in like that initial scene when they're at the World Cup, and I'm like, that looks fake.
I don't think it's fake. It's way thicker and longer than it's ever been.
Yeah, but only one time it looked like fake.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to show it to you.
Yeah, maybe he got like a haircut or something.
That's
maybe
what I'm
it's
wondering.
like a weird little thing in there. I've never noticed that.
Fake, but I'll have to show it to you. Anyways.
Interesting.
So then they're all having fun.
Yeah, having a
enjoying
blast.
Life. You know,
it doesn't happen for long in
celebrating.
these movies.
No. I'm like, great.
If you're celebrating, something bad's probably around the corner, I'm
like
guessing.
A war happening outside.
Yeah. The Death Eaters.
And I'm like, yeah, what? Like, why are we introducing these? Is this the first time we've seen these? Because
I think, yeah, because they're not in the
like,
they're not in the
these
third
things?
one.
I already got the Dementors. I don't need anything else.
No.
Why are we adding to this?
Here
I
come
got
these-
Voldemort.
Big black clouds and people. Boom, poof.
Oh, I don't like them.
Yeah, no. They're wearing their masks.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I didn't like it.
No.
And then I do have Harry just seems to have trouble running.
Yeah, he's always falling.
He's falling over his own feet.
Pick up your feet, Harry.
Pick up your feet.
Run. You know, you're running a lot in these movies. You'd think you'd get good at it, but...
So just some funny things. But that scene, and it's very desolate.
Yeah.
Hopeless feeling.
Instant.
Yep.
It's just like horror movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. High frame rates here going forward in this series, which is cool because the action sequence just look really cool in a film perspective. But yeah, you can tell that it's like shit's about to get real up in here.
Truly.
And it's like
It gets real.
they're outnumbered. You know, that's what it instantly feels like. Like, oh, okay. It's not just Voldemort anymore.
No, there's something happening.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell there's something happening.
Yeah.
I mean, me not knowing, I haven't read the books at all, so I don't know anything.
Yeah, no idea what's going
I just think something's building behind,
Yeah.
you know, all of it.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, he's not gone.
No.
The one that shall not be named.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they say?
Yeah. You shall not be named. Yeah. But that happens. You see the snake. It's supposedly a signal for it's the dark mark is what it's called, with the snake coming out of the skull in the sky.
Oh, yes.
You're kind of introduced more to some of the ministry, and that they're like basically the, you know, the authority, the like higher ups in the wizarding world who have the power.
Yeah.
And, you know, officials, I guess you could call them.
Which made me think of Twilight, too.
Yeah, like the Volturian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hunger Games. Like, there's like this scary upper end of the world.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, truly. Like, is that loosely what all this stuff is
Definitely
based off of,
commentary
you know?
on,
Like, it's
on the
crazy.
government.
It's just interesting.
Yeah. But then we get back to Hogwarts.
We do. And Harry likes somebody. I see it, and I'm like, okay. He's what, 14?
Yeah, 14.
And I'm like, oh.
13, 14.
What's
He
her
might
name?
be,
Cho?
Yeah.
Cho.
That's
That's cute. I like how they
Cho
introduced that.
Chang.
I like it.
Yeah.
Just is like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
Nothing really happens from it in this one, does it? Or do they
No.
kiss once? Or
They don't kiss in this
They're
one.
not kissing
He's
yet.
just
Okay.
vibing with her,
I
right?
feel like they're gonna. Maybe not. Maybe she's gonna be a mean person. You know, that's where. And
Well,
as soon as
she's-
I meet anyone new, I'm like,
Yeah, and she's got eyes for Cedric, the older man.
yeah. I mean, I understand,
But yeah,
but like, why give him the eyes?
Cho has always annoyed me, personally. She comes up and she's, 2 pumpkin pasties, please. And you're just like, shut up.
Oh, no.
Get out of here.
I had hopes right away.
Yeah.
All right. And
You
then I'm
liked
like,
her?
Cedric. And then I'm like, do I trust her?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know yet. Verdict's
Get
still
out of here. Don't just
And it
throw
really
in a
doesn't
random
end
girl.
with anything with her,
No.
you know?
No. Because she's all up on Cedric. You
Right.
know? But you
Right.
also meet another character around this time, which is the new professor.
Was this
Mad-Eye
Moody?
Moody.
Mad-Eye Moody.
Yep.
I don't.
Alistair.
Okay,
Moody.
here's the deal. I don't want to trust him.
Yeah. This one is like different from even the past new professors that come in because he just looks like, yeah, he's gonna be evil.
So is that like the whole like plot? Because in the end, I didn't want to trust him, but in the end, he was controlled.
Yeah, it was not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that kind of the thing here? Is that the nice ones are not good? And the
Yes
ones that
and
make to
no.
look nice? Like
Yeah.
is there no
There's got to be some
correlation
underlying.
here?
Yeah, I would think there's an underlying thing there.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a theme. I like a pattern, not
Yeah.
a theme. I like a pattern.
Yeah.
I just can't figure this one out.
But yeah, Mad-Eye Moody comes in, and then all of a sudden we find out this year is not like any year prior to watching time of Hogwarts.
What do you mean by that?
Because there is a game afoot. The Triwizard Cup.
The Triwizard Cup. Yeah, I mean, I could have called it. Harry was going to be.
Thrown in
in
there
there.
somehow. Yeah.
I just I thought it was like the cup making a decision or
Mm.
some higher up. I didn't think it was like
Plotted against him.
plotted.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't my initial thought. And I'm like,
No.
because I don't think like that.
No.
And I'm trying to think like that with this show, but still don't.
And you're introduced to more schools, which is kind of cool because you're like seeing a wider part of the wizarding world, like pretty much initially you're just like, okay, so it's Hogwarts, and then they got the little downtown area where they go shopping.
Right.
But this just shows you that there's like more outside of the Harry Potter, like Hogwarts world.
Which was cool.
Yeah. Bringing in all those other professors and students.
Yeah, that tall lass.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, blimey. That's a big woman or something like that.
Yeah, a big woman. I'm like, oh man, I've heard that before. That's
blimey, that's
woman.
a big woman.
Oh shoot. I was sad after his name was announced, and he just again gets a bad rap for not doing.
It's like
anything.
Harry. I know you're trying to get yourself into trouble, and Harry's like, no, guys.
Like, how much more can he take?
When are we gonna learn?
That's what's scaring me. Is how much more can this guy take
before he breaks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only so much one can take.
100%.
But again, he handles it very gracefully and nobly, and Ron doesn't believe him.
Ugh, the Ron and Harry beef. It's hard.
That was rough.
It's hard to watch.
I didn't
You're just
like it.
Stop.
I'm like, Ron, you didn't even give him a chance.
Yeah. Instant anger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, if you really know your best friend.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, but that's just like Ron's immaturity, He's always got that immature, like childish wits about him. Like that's just how he is. So like it makes sense how he reacts to Harry. But yeah, that I always hated that. I'm like, stop. Don't be fighting. You guys need each other.
I don't like it.
No.
I didn't like it, but I get why it's happening. I just don't like it.
No.
I'm like, the kid is only 14.
Yeah, come on, guys.
He's had enough lifetimes of people not believing in him.
Yeah, everybody's dying around him. It's like, stop, okay?
Ugh.
Jeez.
I don't know. I did have a random question here. How many, like, real birds are there in this movie?
A lot, I think.
So, like, they worked with real birds.
At least the first few movies, they were pretty much all real, like owls and stuff.
Okay, that would scare me.
Yeah, it's a lot of owls. I'm sure there's more CGI as the movies go on, but I think it was a lot more practical in the beginning.
Note.
Yeah, lots of owls.
Okay.
Lots of birds.
And then we meet Skeeter.
Oh.
What's her name? Is it Skeeter?
Yes.
Is she the news lady?
Rita Skeeter.
Rita Skeeter?
Yeah.
I didn't like her.
No. Instantly
paparazzi
hate her.
Didn't like her.
I know. It's like she's doing the interview, conducting this interview, and everything he says gets rewritten right in front of him, and he's just like, okay.
And what do you do?
Nothing. You can't do nothing.
It's
Poor
literally
Harry.
like it shows you what we all deal with
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Like all the things that get said, nothing you can do. It's in writing.
Yeah.
So it means it's true.
Oh yeah, obviously, 100%.
So
No, but I mean, Harry, my eyes aren't glistening with with my past or whatever thoughts of my past.
Right.
It's like,
and like she
poor
put he was
Harry.
12.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
14.
come on,
Right.
Skeeter.
And young love
No.
with Hermione, like getting pictures of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brutal.
Mm-mm.
No. What else you got?
Did he think Ron planted it for a minute?
Planted.
His name?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think he ever thought it was Ron.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
I felt like a little, I don't know why I even put it. I'm like, because Ron didn't give him a chance. Ron didn't plant it, but to me, that's what they kind of made it seem in little parts.
Yeah, interesting.
Like to make me think it. And I'm like, did Ron do it? Oh, I would be devastated.
If Ron did it and turned on him, oh no.
Anyways.
Shoot.
So, yeah, and then we get into these dang challenges.
Yeah, competitions.
Oh, wait. We missed the dance.
Oh, yes. Awkward young love.
I like the dance.
Do you?
I did.
I do love the scene when they're like learning how to dance.
It added a nice little...
Professor McGonagall just up in there teaching them how to dance.
Yeah,
and
that was cute.
Yeah, it's always... And it's a nice little comedy, lighthearted element,
Yes.
which is so needed in these movies because they're so heavy towards the end.
Yes.
So it's nice to have those little fun little
I thought it
moments.
was cool.
And Ron's just friggin' awkward. And
Oh, I don't know when the dance part is. This is my notes are all jumbled, I feel like. But
Yeah.
do they do the dragon before the dance?
Yes.
They do.
I believe the dragon happens first.
Which, blah.
No dragons. Don't like you.
I can't imagine sitting there being 14 about to do something like that.
And then all your friends are just like,
Yeah.
ooh.
But anyways, they start to like believe in him.
Yeah.
And cheer him on.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
And I always was so worried because it's like, oh, he's winning these comps. I hope he's not getting like cocky.
Well, right.
You know, like you want him to win and succeed, but you also don't want it to make his head bigger.
But it doesn't.
No, in the end it doesn't. But
right, you're thinking
you're
that?
like, oh, they're putting him on his shoulders and he's holding the egg, and you're
right,
like,
that part.
You're looking a little bit like Harry. Deflate the ego a little bit, buddy.
I mean, but he's never had that.
Yeah, which is also
ever
cool.
in his life.
Yeah. And everybody doubted him, right? So it's cool to see him win one and then go into the next one.
Like I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. But
I didn't like Hermione and Crumb together.
No. Victor Crumb.
Ron likes her.
Oh.
Ron likes her.
Yeah.
I've been getting that for a
Ron
couple
gets a little jelly.
of movies.
A little jelly.
Like how they like hit arms and whatever. I do see that happening for some reason. I have not read ahead.
No.
That is my
no.
forecasted.
I mean, you see Ron getting very jealous. But why? Why are you getting jealous?
Because we only get jealous and we only like talk crap and smack to people when we like them.
Ronald
Weasley. Get it together. And it was funny because he was a fan of him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
they were all cheering
wanted
him
his
on.
autograph. And then
like before the Death Eaters come and ruin everybody's party, he's like, Crumb is a legend or something, like he's talking about him,
Like Crumb now.
No. Night-night, Victor.
I did like how Hagrid got very cute, and I mean that
Hagrid
lady.
And that's a big woman.
What's her name, Madame?
I don't remember.
Anyways,
the
Madame.
Yeah.
She made him look small.
I know.
And I was like, this is funny.
He's getting all dolled up, getting a flower.
I dug it.
What's with the flower?
Did you brush your hair?
Yeah. You might try it yourself sometime.
It was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love seeing Hagrid happy. He's the best.
Here's the deal. I didn't know if I should like Cedric or not.
Really?
No.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's not really like a friend, but he's not a foe. He's just kind of like, you can't really read him, which I can see that right away when they're like before the competitions,
Yeah.
and Harry's about to let him know that there's dragons or whatever, and they're like wearing the pins and, and making fun of him, and he's laughing, and you're like, come on, Cedric, you just went to the Quidditch World Cup with this boy, and now you're letting your friends pick on him.
Right. And I'm like, do I trust him when he was like, I'm sorry or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's an interesting character for sure, where it's like,
he is interesting.
Yeah.
But, here we go, right?
Yeah.
And this might be me just being crazy, but was this movie like sexualized?
A little bit. Yeah.
Like a lot of talk about like the lion coming out and like I can't remember what the woman's thing was in it. It was at the dance part. But
yeah.
I'd have to look back and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no. And it's I think I remember reading on it, maybe not, but it's something to do with them like hitting puberty and like going through the hormones. So
it made sense, but
it is definitely over the top. Like, I mean, even in the scene when he's got the egg in the hot tub and Moaning Myrtle is coming in and is all rubbing up on him, you're like, I'm uncomfortable. He's 13. Please stop.
I didn't like it.
No.
But I get it. It was
14,
just
whatever.
awkward, and they're all like, "Oh,
yeah."
Which I guess maybe that was all of us in 7th grade.
Yeah, probably
watching that damn movie that they make you watch or whatever, or books you read.
Yeah.
Mr. Crouch.
Oh, Mr. Crouch.
Not Junior.
Yeah.
The other guy.
Yeah.
He just dies. Why did he die?
Well, as we know, Moody was not Moody. He was Junior. his son.
So son killed him.
Yeah,
Oh my
because
god.
if you,
It's
I
a
don't
lot
know
to keep track. Like,
if
it's
you
just a lot.
notice, but there's a moment right before he dies when Alistair Moody is talking to him, to
Yes.
Crutch, and he does one of the.
Oh,
So
he
so
did.
Crutch notices the little tongue thing, the tick that his son has, and is probably gonna go and.
That's why he had that face.
Yeah.
Makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I didn't put this all together. I mean, I would have to rewatch these.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like I'd see different
That's
things
something
every
I
time.
wouldn't have noticed the first time. But of course I've
man,
seen it.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So he's killed him so that he wouldn't get outdid by his father. Which is crazy, because his father already put him in jail once, so wouldn't stop him from ruining his plans this time around.
So sad.
It is sad. You're just, and this is like one of the first like deaths that you kind of see on screen, honestly. Yeah, I think it's like the first death other than like Harry's parents, but
Right.
this is like the first.
I'm like, oh, we're going there.
In the timeline
Okay.
that you see, and you're like, oh, someone is dead.
Right. Right.
So that's how you know. Okay, so the stakes are rising.
I did like, and I skipped this part, but the underwater challenge.
Yeah.
When Harry, of course, being the guy he
Ugh.
is,
Tries
even
to
when
save
he,
everyone.
Yes. But none of the others thought about it.
No. Not even a second.
No.
Yeah.
And I just think that shows the kind of human that he is.
But she's my friend too.
Right.
Only one. Those things freaked me out when I was younger.
They were really
I
scary.
did not like their faces and the teeth.
Yeah.
The mer people.
They were weird.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
But I did like how he saved someone he didn't really know.
Yeah. It's just boom.
And then,
And
he's
Ron
getting like
attacked.
taken away
Yeah.
for this. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's wicked to put your friends. That's Hunger Games shit.
Yeah, it is. It
So,
is. And it's
just
crazy
saying.
because they're just like, you have to go, or Professor McGonagall needs you, or whatever. And next thing you know, they're just hanging out underwater, tied up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I would never go visit a professor ever again if they asked me to step into their office.
Yeah, and I didn't realize what was happening. I'm like, is that
No.
just fake? No, that's really them. Like,
Yeah.
this is some heavy stakes.
Yeah, they're tied up down there. What's gonna happen?
I didn't like that.
No.
And then the maze thing.
Oh, the maze.
I mean, I've been in a maze.
Hmm.
That's a mind, like, it screws with your mind.
Yeah. Let alone when it's changing.
Yeah.
While you're in it, like the leaves are coming
So,
alive.
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand the warnings. I understand, like, the hallucinations
Yeah.
that they were seeing and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
And
but-
Crumb goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in there.
yeah, a
Like
lot
you
of
see his
people-
eyes get clouded over because
Yeah.
he's bewitched or whatever, and
It's scary.
yeah.
And then old Cedric and Harry,
Yep.
and they meet up,
Yep.
and then they're both
They're running.
like, do we help? Like, do we not? And then Harry didn't know if he was gonna.
Yeah.
And Cedric was like, I didn't know if you were gonna help, and he goes, honestly, I didn't either for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's taking accountability,
Yeah.
bro.
100%. Go,
You're
Harry.
telling him
And he's
that-
the younger one.
Yeah.
Way to go, Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they decide together, let's grab the port key, and then poof. Where are we? What's happening here? I don't think this is right.
The graveyard.
Yeah. Did you notice right off the bat the riddle on the
I was like,
on the
here we are.
tombstone? Yeah.
We're at Riddle's grave.
Great. Tom.
This is not good.
Thought we got rid of you in number 2. Yeah.
This was heavy.
Yeah.
And then what's his name? Peter.
Peter Pettigrew.
I did not like Peter.
Yeah. No.
And he comes in and he has that little creature of Voldemort.
Yeah. Little baby Voldy.
And he's doing the spell and
Slicing off his hand, cutting up Harry, putting a bone in there.
he literally put Peter as a jerk.
Uh-huh.
And I was grinding my teeth the whole time.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm just like, what's happening? I don't like
Yeah.
this. I can't watch this.
Yeah. And then he appears
Voldemort?
in his full form.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't like his face.
No. No nose.
And I recognized him, all right, as an actor.
Yeah.
So I had to go look him up because I could not.
Yeah, you
I'm
couldn't
like,
handle
I
it.
feel like I know who this guy is.
Yeah.
And it's Ralph. And I know him from Made in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Like the happy shit in my life.
Yeah.
So
He's such a good actor.
yeah.
Like, and I obviously don't like Voldemort, but he just does such a good job that you're like, oh my god. No, his performance in Harry Potter is like a masterclass in acting, like for villains, because it's just, he's evil.
Yes, he is. I don't like him.
No.
But I like him.
No. That whole scene, heavy. So obviously he's all like, kill him to Peter Pettigrew before he turns into Voldy. And night-night Cedric.
Well, before Cedric, I had 2 notes. I feel like these people are like so heavily influenced by Voldemort, which is whatever. But Lucius and Peter both like have this undying devotion.
Yeah.
But Lucius wants his power because he wants to turn on him.
On Voldemort?
On Voldemort, because he wants his power, is what I feel like.
Oh, interesting.
He wants to control.
Interesting.
He doesn't like to be controlled.
He likes power. And we saw that with Dumbledore. So I like that theory. I definitely do.
And I feel like Peter is like one of those like whatever you need.
Yeah, I just don't want to get caught by the other side at this point. So I'm doing anything I can to prove my loyalty to you.
But I feel like Voldemort sees right through that shit.
Yeah.
And because he didn't die in this one.
No.
I feel like he will though by him. Anyways, yeah, and then my friend Cedric. Ugh. That was hard. I cried.
Did you cry right when he died, or
No.
just after?
As he was dying, as it was like going on, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like this is big.
Yeah.
I kind of ended up liking him because he was being nice to Harry.
And you think Cedric's gonna join like the little trio that you got there? He's gonna be one of the main. Nope.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
It's brutal.
Blindsided.
Yeah. And Harry's just being choked up there by Voldemort's dad's tombstone.
It was awful.
Yeah.
And then, we go through all that crap. And how does Harry get back again?
Well, Voldemort takes him off the thing.
Yeah.
They have their battle. And his parents and Cedric's like ghost apparitions come out and kind of hold off Voldemort long enough for him to break the wand connection and grab the port key.
And
Cedric's like, take my body back from my dad.
Don't do it because it was so sad.
So then he pops up back at the entrance of the maze.
And they're all cheering.
Yep, they're all like, "Oh my God, Harry Potter just won! That's awesome! This is great! Congrats, Harry, the youngest Triwizard champion." What's he got there? What is that?
Oh,
and the
gut-wrenching.
Claps slowly stop. The band stops playing the cheerful music, and Cedric. And there comes his dad. That's my son. That's my boy. Yeah. Tears every time.
Awful.
It just rips you apart. It's like,
awful.
First of all, kids shouldn't die.
No.
Second of all, the dad has to be there. Like, oh no, it's just too much.
But then what are you doing putting him in this crap? Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, he didn't deserve to die, I didn't think.
No. And then Harry's all, Voldemort's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Moody takes him back.
Yep.
Right? Is that where he takes him from the maze?
Right then.
And to his office?
Yep. And then he starts asking questions. Like, what was it like?
I knew it. I knew Moody was bad.
Yeah.
Is what my thought was.
Yeah.
Instantly. Yeah. And I'm like, I had a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
For him, because he had gone through the whole Ish movie,
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. No.
Yeah. And he's like, before the maze, he's like pointing which way to go to Harry and stuff. Like, you really think, oh, he's kind of rooting for him here.
Yeah.
He's helping him. He's giving him lots of notes and stuff throughout this whole thing. And then...
Yeah, well, that's because he's like part of this snake crew, right?
I think so, yeah. I don't know, like, what it is, like, but, yeah. He's very snake-like.
I'm assuming it's from the Slytherin
yeah.
side of life.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's all these snakes.
Yeah.
Like and they all have their like snake tattoos that are coming to life.
Yep, their dark mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. So, what ended up being Crouch Jr.
Yeah.
When did that transformation happen? Why did I miss that?
Like before,
Like
at the
when did he
beginning or at the
become
end?
Moody?
Right at the beginning of the movie when Moody is coming out, he is Moody. And then throughout the movie, Snape's all like, "Who's stealing my potion stuff?"
Yeah.
It was Moody.
Blamed it on Harry, and
Yep.
then, but it was Crouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was drinking the Apologies potion, which is what Harry, Hermione, and Ron make to turn into Crabbe, Goyle, and the cat in the second movie, Chamber of Secrets.
Got it.
So that's a little foreshadowing. Brought back a little callback there. But yeah. Night-night. Crouch
Interesting.
Jr.
And then he gets saved, right?
Yep. Dumbledore, Snape, all of them come back in.
Yeah, Snape, Dumbledore, and Mrs. What's her name again?
Is it Professor McGonagall? that comes
Professor
in with?
McGonagall. Why can't I remember her
Yeah. I
name?
don't know.
McGonagall.
McGonagall.
I don't not like her. I
Oh,
just don't
I love
see her
her.
much.
No. She has like moments when she comes in, you're like, yes.
Yeah.
But she's not
Yeah.
as
McGonagall.
prominent as like
Okay.
even a Snape, is getting more screen time than Professor McGonagall.
And I'm like, okay, thank God. Like,
Yeah.
I was happy to see Snape.
Yeah. See, and that's what I was going to ask you. We've been
Yeah.
watching him. Where are we at in this movie with old Snape?
I still, like on a teeter-totter.
Yeah.
Like, do I not?
Yeah.
Do I not?
Because every time he does something redeemable, it's just like, oh, you're still a jerk.
There's a reason that he doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's a reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, does he want his powers?
Yeah.
Did something happen in the past?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Is he just jealous because Harry's such a good wizard?
You ever wizard, Harry?
And he's kind, I don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe it's like tough love.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I was like, okay, thank God. Those three.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like
Someone's
that
coming
trio.
in to save Harry. Thank you. He doesn't have to
Is
do it
that
himself.
kind of like the past Hermione.
Right?
Dumbledore.
It's kind of funny. It's like a
Ron?
mirror in adult
Yeah.
form. That's funny. Yeah, I've never thought about it like that,
Yeah.
but kinda.
Yeah.
It really is.
Anyways.
That's funny.
That's all I
Um,
had on that. Do you have any questions?
Yeah,
on that,
and
Anne?
then-
What do you got?
Dumbledore. This is the second movie with this Dumbledore.
Yeah.
With Michael.
Yes.
Thoughts on his performance? He has one line that has been turned into a very viral meme, which is, "Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?" And he's like coming right at Harry, all fast and aggressive.
He was very aggressive.
Very. Yeah, he's an aggressive Dumbledore.
He was just very aggressive and
Yeah.
harsh.
Yeah.
And didn't believe him. I'm
No.
like, come on, bro. Like, you were the one. Like,
You're the one
who's
person.
supposed to believe in this kid.
Yeah, you are the one person who has stood up for Harry. Don't stop now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not my favorite from him.
No. And it's interesting to me because I wonder what would have happened if it was the first Dumbledore all throughout and how he would play this script.
Right.
Is it just different because it's a different actor and when he hopped on it was a new director, so it's all just different?
Yeah.
Is he reading the character different from the first
Yeah.
Dumbledore? I don't know. But yeah, still when I watched it, I was like on the edge with him
Right.
as Dumbledore. But still kind of love Dumbledore because he does always come through for
Right.
Harry and has
Right.
the great quotes. He always has the wisdom to share.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, I don't think I have much else for Goblet of Fire. It's a heavy one. This is like, I said that the third one is the tone shift, but this is the shift of like the entire story.
Yeah,
Like,
it was heavy.
This is the pivotal moment that is setting the
It's a lot.
stakes.
Like, my brain is.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
Like, what's next now?
Yeah.
Because we got 5, 6, and
Yeah.
then 2 of 7.
Yeah. So shoot, I think it's time we move on to Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Okay, Wingardium Leviosa our way
There
out
we
of
go.
here. Pooh. Go to bed with Johnny.
Dakbuster.
Malibu Nights.
will you talk dirty to me?
Different unique takes on movies and TV shows.
A word, because every episode is a drinking game built in.
Always.
Is this the it puts the lotion on?
Also in the news, we've got it's not a juicy bear. That is someone's burger.
The Red Bull enhances the drunkenness.
Huh?